Hello, it's Terry here. I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about relationships. With the energies that are happening now and the ascension process is quickening and people are moving along their spiritual journey, we may notice that the relationships in our lives change. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how these relationships or how you may be showing up in your relationships. And so, what I'm noticing is that relationships are moving from a karmic relationship to more of a spiritual relationship. So, in a karmic relationship, there's emotions attached, and so we call that attachment. There's emotions. There's things we need to learn. There's energies that we need to balance out. There's so much more. There's contracts. There's this. There's that. So there's a lot that goes on in our relationships from a karmic point of view, and they're super helpful, they're super beneficial, and we need to enjoy and love that karmic part of those relationships. They make those relationships feel super deep and make us feel super connected, so there's a lot of value. But as we grow and we heal and we ascend, our relationships may be taking on a more spiritual nature, which is more about being detached. It's more about not approaching our relationships from an emotional point of view, but approaching those relationships more from a spiritual point of view. So it's looking at what energy are we giving and what energy are we gaining. It's more about fulfillment of our soul. It's more about curiosity and allowing the expression of our soul to come through. It feels like it's more about allowing us to live from our higher selves, from a higher perspective, from a detached point of view, co-creating and living from places that feed our soul, or that we're co-creating and sharing that bliss or those high frequencies, joy, love, compassion. And so you may see either in yourself. So if this is happening for you, it could feel like, I don't have this connection with this person anymore. I don't feel that deep need, that deep connection, but there's so much love. So I want to let you know you're fine, you're okay. There's nothing happening. You're just switching gears into more of a soul-based relationship, a spirit-based relationship. And so being able to give up the guilt and now live from a higher perspective, a higher frequency, more heart-centered, more about what your soul craves and what your soul wants to do. And so when it looks like to other people, if it's like your crowd, your friends or whatever, you may see this person living from their heart and not being as quote unquote connected. It's not going to look the same as it did before. And so allowing people to live from their soul means that you allow them to come in and out of your life. It kind of looks like a fluttering, like I like to look at it as like a bee or a hummingbird or a butterfly. They're doing their thing and they're fulfilling their needs and they're moving from flower to flower and experiencing the joy in those moments. And so you may see that you're the one doing this too, like, oh, I want to go here, or I want to go do this, or I want to go do that. Or you may see that somebody else in your life is doing this. And I wanted to come on and let you know that that's okay. And that is where we're moving to. A lot of us that are walking our spiritual path, doing our spiritual path, are noticing that we are so much more connected to our creator, our source, our sovereignty. And so we're more living from a heart-centered co-creation and sharing our light and our love with the world, but it's from a detached point of view. And it's only coming from love. So I hope that this helps bring in more grace, more understanding, and more compassion for what you may be feeling in your life and what you may be experiencing in your relationships. So remember, you haven't done anything wrong, or it's not your fault. Those are old thinking, old programs that we're allowed to live in our bliss. We're allowed to be detached, and we're allowed to share that with everybody in our life. So I hope this helps. If you are needing extra assistance in maybe having a different point of view, maybe shifting out of how you're seeing things or how you're feeling, maybe you just want to talk and feel a little bit better about the things that are happening in your life, please, if this is your heart's call, please reach out to me. Please DM me, text me, call me, email me, whatever. This is a process that we're all going through, and we're all showing up for everyone, for everyone's highest and best good. So, peace be with you. Much love and gratitude to you all. Have a blessed day, beloved soul.